He invited his poor ex-wife to disgrace her. But she arrived in a Rolls-Royce with triplets. The betrayal. The city of Abuja glittered with wealth that night, expensive cars, gold-plated gates, and designer perfumes floating in the air. Inside a luxurious event hall, Richard Okafor, a young, proud businessman, rehearsed his smile for the cameras. Today was his wedding. Today he would show the world he had upgraded. But deep inside his pocket was an invitation card he had sent weeks ago, addressed to only one person: Amanda, his ex-wife, the woman who stood by him when he was broke, the woman he abandoned the moment he became wealthy. He didn't invite her out of love. He invited her to mock her poverty. Richard smirked as he told his friends, "Let her come and see what she missed." They laughed. Champagne glasses clinked. The woman they thought was still suffering. Amanda lived quietly in Kaduna, raising her children alone. Everyone believed she was struggling. They remembered how she sold second-hand clothes to support Richard during his hustling days. They remembered how he left her the moment a wealthy politician's daughter showed him interest. But what nobody knew was this: Amanda's life had changed. Completely. A few years after the divorce, her small thrift business exploded online. Then she started exporting fabrics. Then she became a distributor. She invested in land. She built brands. Today, she was a silent multimillionaire, and she had a secret even bigger than her success. She had triplets, 3 beautiful daughters Richard never knew about. So when the wedding invitation arrived, her aunt frowned. "Will you attend?" Amanda smiled gently. "I will, but not for the reason he expects." The wedding day, shocking guests filled the massive hall. Musicians played Afrobeats. Photographers swarmed like bees. Richard's fiancée, Diana, wore a diamond-studded gown. She whispered, "Do you think your ex will come?" Richard smirked confidently. "She will come to see what a real upgrade looks like." But at that exact moment, a hush fell outside the hall. People craned their necks. Security guards rushed toward the entrance. Then they saw it. A black Rolls-Royce Phantom, gliding in like royalty, arriving for coronation. The chauffeur stepped out and opened the back door. Elegant heels touched the ground. Amanda emerged, breathtaking, glowing, dressed in luxury silk. But she wasn't alone. 3 identical little girls followed, holding her hands. Her triplets. Gasps everywhere. Whispers spread like wildfire. "Is that his ex-wife? Who owns the Rolls-Royce? Are those her children? She looks richer than the bride." The moment of humiliation. Inside the hall, Richard heard the commotion and smiled proudly. "She must have borrowed a dress," he joked. But when he stepped outside to see for himself, his jaw dropped. He froze. Amanda?" he stuttered. Amanda smiled politely. "Good evening. I received your invitation." Richard's eyes dropped to the 3 girls. Same eyes, same dimples, same smile as his. Who are these children?" Amanda knelt down, kissed her daughters gently, then stood straight. "Our daughters. Your daughters." The crowd erupted. Even the photographers forgot about the bride. Everyone surged toward Amanda. The final blow. Diana, furious and embarrassed, stormed outside. "What is the meaning of this? Why didn't you tell me you had kids?" Richard stammered. I didn't know." One of the triplets pointed at Richard and asked, "Mummy, is that the man who left you because he said you were not good enough?" Silence. Richard's face turned pale. Amanda put a protective arm around her girls. "No, my loves, that is the man who taught me to value myself." The crowd clapped. Someone shouted, "Queen Amanda!" Another person, "God punished pride today." The queen walks away. Amanda nodded gracefully. "I only came because I was invited. I wish you both a good marriage." Then she turned, leading her daughters back into the Rolls-Royce. As the car glided away, Richard collapsed onto a chair, humiliated. Diana removed her ring in anger. Guests whispered, phones recording everything. That day, Richard learned a painful truth. The woman he tried to disgrace had become the woman he could never reach again. If you were Amanda, would you have attended the wedding or walked away from the past forever?